Freedom is one of One Piece's most attractive words. Luffy says it as a refusal to be owned, to be told what his life is worth, or to leave someone behind because the world has already written their ending. Blackbeard says it with the same confidence, but the direction is reversed. He treats other people, institutions, and catastrophe as things waiting to be taken. That is why Teach is not merely Luffy with a darker laugh. They share appetite, risk, and the ability to pull a room toward them. But Luffy's freedom makes room for another person's choice. Blackbeard's freedom expands by making everyone else pay for it. The difference is not who wants more. It is what their wanting does to the people caught nearby. Teach's faith in dreams is not empty bravado. It is his operating logic. He can wait for a specific opportunity, perform loyalty while it benefits him, and gamble on a future nobody else can see. The moral problem is the permission hidden inside that patience. When a chance appears, another person's trust and safety can become material for his ascent. This is not freedom as self-authorship. It is freedom as exemption. My dream matters enough that your safety becomes negotiable. That makes Teach dangerous in a more interesting way than a simple villain who likes destruction. He can name ambition honestly, then use that honesty to make exploitation sound inevitable. The clash with Ace makes the mechanism visible. Teach does not pursue conflict because it is noble, unavoidable, or protective. Ace is leverage. The Yami Yami no Mi is more than a power-up in this argument. Its pull mirrors Teach's political method. Draw someone into a fight designed around your advantage, then treat the result as another opening. Ace's loyalty is real. Teach's crew loyalty is conditional and transactional. The point is not one isolated evil act. It is the structure. Blackbeard converts a relationship into a route upward. Luffy's freedom risks himself to stop a friend becoming property. Teach's freedom makes a person into currency. The edit stays with the confrontation and its visible cost, because that is where the argument is clearest. Impel Down and Marineford show how far that logic travels. Teach moves through institutions as opportunities, not moral limits. A title can open a door. A prison can become a place to gather power. A war can become a moment to seize more of it. The argument does not need to pretend that every step is a single clean causal chain. It is enough to see Teach inside the machinery, taking what serves his climb and leaving the wider cost for other people to absorb. That is predatory freedom. Not breaking chains in general, but learning which chains can be turned into ladders. Marineford turns private ambition into public extraction. The disaster is not his responsibility alone, but Teach sees chaos as an opening, not a crisis that creates obligations. Blackbeard's crew is a useful contrast, because it is not held together by the same promise as Luffy's. Teach gives people room to pursue their desires, but that room is built around his climb. The arrangement rewards usefulness, appetite, and force. The crew's visible formation matters more here than invented certainty about every private bargain. It shows a captain assembling power around himself. That is different from the shelter the Straw Hats repeatedly try to make for one another. This does not mean every Blackbeard pirate is mindless, or every Straw Hat is morally pure. It means the two crews reveal two versions of freedom. One is mutual risk with boundaries. Your dream counts, so I will not turn you into my tool. The other is an expanding bargain. You may chase what you want while it feeds the captain's acquisition. Calling Teach Luffy's opposite can become lazy if it only means hero and villain. Both disrupt old authority. Both inspire allies. Both can be selfish, reckless, and difficult to control. The clean difference arrives when somebody weaker is placed in the path of their desire. Luffy's best freedom is liberating because it refuses the bargain that says another person must remain trapped for his goal to make sense. teaches freedom is predatory because it accepts that bargain. He does not need to hate every victim. Indifference is enough. When the world becomes a field of opportunities, people become obstacles, assets, hostages, or proof that the gamble worked. That is the classification. Predatory freedom is not ambition, strength, piracy, or dreaming by itself. It is ambition that treats consent as friction and other lives as convertible capital. Blackbeard is compelling because his language can sound almost identical to the series' most liberating ideas. He believes in dreams. He rejects fixed hierarchy. He bets on the impossible. But freedom without responsibility does not stay free for long. It becomes permission for the strongest person in the room to acquire whatever the weaker person cannot defend. Luffy's freedom opens a horizon. Blackbeard's closes around it. The real opposition is not light against darkness. It is liberation against extraction. So tell me, who should enter the character vault next? Drop your pick in the comments and subscribe for the next case.